All right, let's pause it first thing. I'm going to shut it down so we can talk a little bit easier. Okay. First things first, let's get out of the way. Let's take a look at our dyno graph so we can see what kind of horsepower and torque this made. So taking a look, 427 torque, almost 428, and 455 horsepower. So not bad. Made good power and torque out of the engine, and I didn't do any huge tuning changes yet. Let's go here and evaluate what happened in that particular run here. So let's kind of focus out. So first thing I like to look at when I'm looking at my wide open throttle tuning is, did I get any knock retard? And it doesn't look like I did. We can see that's going to be in the red here. Graphically, I don't see any red spikes here, which would indicate that knock retard is being applied. We see the ignition timing is going to 27 degrees. Tapers back here to 18 degrees. So that's actually rolling back the timing pretty heavily. And we do see, as we get up here into the higher engine speed here, 6,200, we find that our throttle is rolling back here at about 70%. So we might need to go and review what that's doing and what's going on with that. Now what I want to focus on real quick is taking a look at my dynamic airflow. And that's going to be what's reported in the airflow coming from my map sensor. So right here, we can see this is showing 300 and approximately 20 grams per second. Now I want to switch this from grams per second, and I'm going to switch my units into pound per minute. And if we take a look now, if we look at what our airflow registration is going to be, 43.5 pound per minute. And this is what the VE table is showing and estimating what the airflow is coming from our calculations, from those VE calculations. And what we can do here in order to have a kind of a cross check on this, if we multiply this by approximately 10 to 11, there's a conversion factor. If we multiply this number by 10 or 11, we're going to get around 450, maybe 470 horsepower. That's going to be almost exactly what we see on the dyno screen. So this is going to be giving me a cross check and a sanity check if my VE table is scaled right. So if I have the values proper in the table, we should find that this dynamic airflow is going to be registering things properly. Now if we note here, the mass airflow sensor is only showing here 288.62 grams per second. If we do a unit conversion on this, that's going to indicate that our mass airflow sensor is going to have to be updated, which doesn't surprise me. So if we go back here, take a look, it's only showing here, it's off quite a bit here. If we get to the top, it's off here about 4 pound per minute of airflow registration. So that's something we're going to have to fix when we get into the mass airflow. Right now, again, we're on speed density only, and we're just focused on our VE table tuning. Let's take a look at our EQ ratio VE table here. So the EQ ratio error is looking at the difference here in open loop between our command at lambda, and we can see what the equivalent ratio is going to be, is a 0.85 lambda equivalent ratio. And then we're going to be finding what the actual oxygen sensor, the wideband sensor, is coming in and registering in units of lambda, comparing those two, doing the mathematical difference between them, and then spitting it out here into our histogram. So this is what we need to go and update and change our VE table by in our higher load areas. So let's do that right now. I'm going to go here from, let's say, 1200. I'll go here from 1200 to 2000. We're going to add here about 10. We'll do about 10% change. So I'm going to go and just do that right now. So jumping in here. So we'll go from 1200 to 2000, and we're going to do 1.1 multiply. Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.